Okay, so let's start talking about finding resources and planning your projects. So there's a lot of places that you can find information and tutorials and learn how to do something new. So you can use YouTube, you can use books, and you can find a mentor. So with some of the examples we talked about before, I'm going to be using YouTube to be finding some drumming lessons with techniques. Also, my daughter took a drum class this year in college, so I'm going to be using her expertise and my husband's expertise because he also has been playing the drums for years. I also have a book that I'm borrowing from my daughter that's called A Simple Introduction to Drumming. So I'll have my YouTube channel that I watch in the mornings and practice with. Then I also have a book to resource, and I have a mentor. I'm also going to be planning in some practice time. So I'm only using my mentors, Autumn and my husband Brett, about twice a week. And they're going to kind of check on my progress and help me and give me some pointers. Here's another example of somebody in my fifth grade class, my current fifth grade class, who's come up with a project overview and a timeline. So this is Max. Step number 1 is to choose a goal, activity, event, interest, or concern you're passionate about. So he did the brainstorming page, and then he decided that his goal was to create his own comic book that he could sell at school next year for $1 an issue. And then, in terms of pursuing his goal through the summer, he made his goal a little more specific. And he said, I will spend 6 weeks practicing drawing, reading books about how to make comics, and how to draw superheroes. Writing a good superhero story and illustrating it. I will also learn how to make copies and put my comic together. I will make 20 copies and sell them for $1 each. So he's gotten much more specific about what he's going to accomplish. Number 3 is finding resources and researching the topic to inform your approach. So these are the resources that Max is going to use. He found a YouTube series, which is Christopher Hart, teaching how to draw a superhero, and here's the link. He also used our Journeys book, and there was a story in it called Lunch Money that gave a step-by-step process of how to make your own comic book. We also found on Watsonville Public Library, on their online library, a book that's called What You Mean, What's a Zine? The Art of Making Zines, which are like homemade comic books. And also on Amazon, we found a book called Making Comics. So he's going to order both of those books. And then his mentor or person that's going to help him is his dad, because his dad is very artistic. Step number 4, set small goals so you can measure your progress. So what Max is going to do, and I actually put this on the next page, week 1, he's going to read the book Making Comics, and he's going to practice just drawing characters. He'll practice drawing for about 10 minutes a day and come up with his own character and a problem for his story, for his storyline, because every good story has to have a problem and a solution. So week 2, he's going to write the middle of the story and tell what's going to happen in the story. And weeks 3 and 4, he's going to finish his comic, so doing all of his drawing and all of his writing. And then weeks 5 and 6, he's going to reread his comic and have his family members read it and give him advice on what to fix and change. And he's going to go back and revise his writing and fix his drawings. Then the very last week of his project, week 6, he's going to print the comic and staple it together. So here's another example of a kid that wanted to learn how to play guitar well enough over the summer that she could perform a song for her mom's birthday. So her goal is to spend 6 weeks learning how to play the guitar. Week 1, she was learning the basics of how to use a guitar and how to record her learning in progress. So she was taking a video to show how she was playing at the beginning of the 6 weeks and then videos at the end. Week 2, she's learning how to strum the strings and learning about how rhythm works and recording her learning in progress. So part of that is she was using a YouTube series called The Art of Strumming. Weeks 3 and 4, she's learning how to play 5 common chords that she found on the Fender app and also in the book, The Basics of Guitar Playing. So she's practicing those chords daily, and there's not a time set on here, but I would think you would need to practice for 30 minutes to an hour a day to really get 5 chords down each week. And then weeks 5 and 6, she's learning how to play an entire song and recording the learning in progress. And week 6, doing a final recording and performing the song for her mom's video. So you guys do not have to create a final presentation and product sharing. Sometimes when a passion project is done during school, kids have to do a final project. However, if you would like to take a video of what you've learned and track your progress over the summer, I would love to see that. So you guys can You will have your own little template like this that's a project overview that I posted on Google Classroom that you can use. I would really recommend that you be specific with your goals and set a schedule for yourself of when you're going to practice or when you're going to build or when you're going to learn whatever it is that you're learning. And you don't have to do it every single day, but I would definitely schedule yourself for at least 2 or 3 days a week working on your project if you want to reach your goals. Okay, well, good luck and feel free to email me if you have any questions.